kind of fell in love with Nightmare mode. I really wanted to do a gameplay of it. I know gameplays are out of date, and Black Ops is out of date. We got World War II coming up soon, but this got my attention. Something I enjoyed. I don't know if you guys will enjoy it, but it'll be fun.
I am Dolos, mistress of deception and
All
trickery.
that remains is your
You
sacrifice.
are more powerful than he can
Humanity
imagine.
has outstayed its welcome.
This is the very beginning, by the way, guys. I'm gonna start it from beginning to end. I'm gonna do a whole broadcast
Can
for
you
it.
hear me?
Who's there? I can't see you.
My name is Dr. Salim. We've met before.
Dr. Salim. Where am I?
You have fallen between the world of the living and the dead. The void.
I'm dead? No, I can't be dead. Deimos, I have to stop him.
And you still can. I'll explain as we go. For now, you must trust me. Think back to Coalescence. The start of your journey. The beginning.
The beginning.
I can't remember if anything's important in that side of the screen, so bear with me, guys. I might be moving my camera to the top left.
It started at Coalescence Singapore in 2070.
I'm not going to skip
10
any of
years
the
after the
previews
disaster.
either.
After virus 6115 began its spread. After the dead began to walk the earth. We'd lost comms with John Taylor's squad, another undead extermination team. Dead killers, we were called. With their cybernetic augmentations, we were impossible to infect. We were trained to terminate the undead. Hendrix was on edge. We were in a quarantine zone, one of many walled-off areas separating humanity from the undead.
And throughout the
Built
series
to keep the virus
of this,
and the
if I
infected
don't
behind their
play it
wall,
constantly and don't get to
away
the
from
end in
rest of
time,
us.
there will be
The
people who
undead
join me on
weren't our
this.
only concern.
One of them
The
is going to be the
54
girl I'm talking
immortals,
to, and
a
then
local
one should be
combine
my
who remained
sister.
in the containment zone were aware of Taylor's activity. This
We're going to
place
see
was
how
the
well the
epicenter
girl
of
I'm
the
talking to
epidemic.
can play this.
The 2060 Coalescence disaster created the cursed world we lived in today. Any activity at this site would set off alarm bells. Either way, our troubles were only just beginning.
Got him. Very cool. I'll take this for... What's the other gun? Ooh, actually, I'll take the Weevil. I like that one. Alright. See, I kind of like this game for its, free roamish kind of feel to it. Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm in love. Let's go. There's ammo in here actually. Just saw ammo. There it is. Cool. Alright. Need to get to this over here because this is where the rocket launcher is.
We should have known that the ASP wasn't being said. If we were going to bring it down, we'd need to disable its shield and find a rocket launcher. Hendrix had a bad feeling about this. He wasn't the only one. I knew we shouldn't be there.
I don't know if the zombies can get in here with me. That's my problem. Off to Neverland we go.
Coalescence.
Hold up. This might happen a few times in the game. Just saying. And then I know there's some parts of this game that can confuse people, so I'm going to describe some of the parts.
Enhance yourself for a better
people.
tomorrow. They'd been the forefront of technology, always wanting to improve the individual, the future of you.
What happened? What went wrong?
The coalescence disaster happened. Virus 6115 spread throughout Singapore and strains popped up all over the world. Governments built these quarantine zones to house the undead, a way for the populace to ignore what was happening. 10 years on, and it had worked. We put it out of mind. Ignorance was bliss.
What was so special about this operation?
It was supposed to be by the books. 5 years after our cybernetic augmentations, Hendricks and I were a well-oiled machine. Quarantine sweeps, recon, search and rescue. It's just what dead killers do.
A fully automatic.
But we've never been sent after one of our own before. John Taylor's systems had gone quiet.
Yes.
With our direct neural interface, we're hardwired into Winslow Accord servers. Observation knew if you were dead or alive. For Taylor to be neither, that was unusual. We located an EMF source and uploaded it to Central. It was a 54 immortal audio log, detailing unusual activity coming from the server room at the lowest level of the building. It couldn't have been more than a week old. Probably why Taylor's team had been sent to investigate. Hendricks activated a recon drone to scan for life. We picked up a signal coming from far below. As we stood there in the atrium, I felt like Alice. And we were about to jump down the rabbit hole.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Having a little bit of a fight with my sister. Alright, let's go. Shit, never I could bolt on that. There you go.
Our drone picked up activity ahead. We should have known we weren't alone down here.
I don't know if that actually works on zombies as well as I want it to. that works better on humans. Where is it? Ah! Get it. Let's see if we switch what I got. Hendrix sucks at aiming. Where are you going, Hendrix? Come on. Aw, my power is gone. Don't run on that side's the bad side. I've run on that side before. I killed myself. Shit.
When man fled the virus, they left behind thousands of active robots. Machinery abandoned with one directive: kill the dead. Years later, they're still killing. But with decrepit programming, somehow humans had been added to their kill list, indistinguishable from our brainless counterparts. The strange behavior was observed in multiple quarantine zones. Another nuisance for us to deal with while on recon. We moved on.
Yeah, fuck you. Ah, see? Gotta not get me today. Hate this part. I always run out of ammo so quick down here. And it sucks because they don't allow you to keep your pistol with this weapon.
We reached the silo's floor, but the signal came from lower still. Below coalescence.
Just down there. Down there. This is where I'm gonna want this on. See, I wish you could just pick what gun you want this mode, because you can pretty much go through the game and grab the mystery box 1,000,001 times without it disappearing once. I mean, they should have just made it to where, oh yeah, you just make your own gun, you just jump through a wall, bitch. I didn't grab you last time. Oh, no, I don't want that. About 2 more clips. He's right there. Got him. Don't want a shotgun, I'm good. If you run through this with a shotgun, you're got balls. I'll say that right now. Like that.
Did you have any
Hey, I got
inkling
23
of
bullets left.
what waited for you?
No. In hindsight, we should have put it together. But the fact of the matter,
Really quickly, I'm gonna move my camera up to the top left. Because it seems like there's nothing up there, and I don't know if there's anything behind my camera right now. Advanced settings. Upper left.
that day was supposed to be like any other.
There we go. I don't have my ability anymore. That's gay. Alright, bye Hendrix. He died. Now we're good. Alright, where am I jumping to? Shout, Hendrix. You're gonna get me killed. Jesus. Right in that corner. Oh.
What did you find below Coalescence?
A CIA black project. Project Corvus. Unknown to the world.
We're
And
gonna do this 3
unknown to
times.
most people
And we'll
in
continue.
the know. As off the record
Yep,
as
there
it
we go.
got.
Like that.
A redacted footnote in Langley's
One
history
more.
book. Part of me wishes we just turned back.
Why?
It
Nope. Alright.
would have been easier. For me. For Hendrix.
Alright, where
For
are we
the
going,
world.
Hendrix?
Is it such a bad thing? To want to be blissfully ignorant in the face of daunting adversity?
We didn't have a choice.
Those who find fate thrust upon them rarely do.
Yay! And then zombies just spawn out of fucking nowhere. I've died down here so many times. Just because there's like nowhere to go. Oh, fuck. Hello. Jesus Christ. I thought you were a zombie. Fuck off. Not dying today. Good, Hendrix. Can we go? There's no teddy bears. Does it tell you the... No, it doesn't tell you what collectibles you got. I know story mode does. Alright, come on, Hendrix. Let's go. You know what? I'm just gonna lock you the fuck out.
The human testing lab. What awaited you there?
We found the truth. The cause of the disaster.
You are certain of this?
We didn't have the full picture. Not yet. But this was the source. We knew Coalescence was where the virus originated, but residue of 6115 in the air left no doubt. This was where it all began. When the disaster happened, hundreds of thousands died instantly. And they were the lucky ones. Because when the rest of Singapore inhaled 6115, they changed. from the living into the living dead. These test subjects, they were linked together, connected with a direct neural interface. Their minds hardwired into the central server. Hendricks didn't like what he saw. You knew something was wrong. The same tech in our own heads made us what we were. It was down here in this room. We didn't know what happened, but the data didn't lie.
Alright, we might have someone joining with
Man
us.
did what man always does, playing
So it
God,
won't be as boring.
fucking everything up.
Scare the shit
the
out of her,
CIA,
too.
man, we created these things.
We created
We
these things.
changed the world.
We changed.
How do you mean, change the world?
The Winslow Accord and the Common Defense Pact. We'd been engaged in a Cold War for nearly a decade. 6115 changed that. When the dead walked among us, we set aside our differences. For all of your conflicts, you and your enemy had two things in common. You're both human, and you both want to stay that way.
Yeah.
Was this the source of the signal?
No,
Humanoids.
but it looked like Taylor had
Or
come
shitty
through.
people.
Our answers were still further down.
Alright, I hate this fucking part. At least they give me ammo. I already got a rocket launcher, so it's good. It took away my vision pulse. There we go. I mean, you couldn't come down here with me. Bastard. We're gonna pause it here. I'm gonna message her one more time, and then we're gonna run through. Because I don't like this part. Alright. Let's go. Oop, shit, trying to ride on the wall. I was walking the water slow. Alright. So they don't allow me to run through this part. Shit. I don't know what the fuck that was. Let's wait for dipshit to let me through. Come on, dipshit. Let's go. Come on. Alright, that one can't even shoot. Bolt. I hate this part, I hate this part, I hate this part. Ooh. I'm shocked I made that through that one alive. Yay!
When you found the server room, did you have any idea what you would uncover?
We couldn't have known. Found this. We found Sebastian Diaz, one of Taylor's.
I've died
Another
from this
dead
one before
killer.
because I just stood
friend.
looking like this at this wall,
He
not realizing
He'd linked
I
himself to
needed
a
to face this
CIA
way.
server, connected directly with the Winslow Accord systems. He was deactivating defenses for the undead quarantine zones all over the world. The massive walls containing the spread, keeping us from the undead. Deactivating the defenses would let the flesh-eating hordes loose upon the living. It would end humanity. We had to stop him. The only way to stop him now was by destroying the server.
Alright. What is that? Nothing. That has nothing on it. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Oh, it has an ELO. Okay, that's better. Don't think that's coming back, no. Shit. Alright, go, go, go. Woo. Always get ammo after doing that, so you don't have to reload the rocket launcher. Ah, shit, I didn't want that gun. Got it. Luckily, when these things show up, not many zombies spawn after. It's just the one or two. Alright, so one more after this and then we're good. There's a bunch of them just spawn below me. Fuck, alright. Stock up. I'm an ammo whore, I'm not gonna lie. Here where they spawn. Shit, two of them just spawned behind me. Just one with that. No. Let me get to the cutscene. Oh, thank God. What the fuck? Starts racing. I didn't think I was gonna make it to the cutscene. Just like, no, just let me make it to the cutscene. Be good. And then making it out, I know I'll probably die at least once.
Your friend.
He left us no choice. Hendricks wasn't happy and let Diaz know that. He'd unleashed the dead upon the world. Hendricks knew what he had to do.
You needed to find out what he knew. What he knew about Taylor.
Interfacing with Diaz and accessing his memories was the only way to find him.
Knowing what you know about DNI, interfacing would surely kill him.
That didn't matter. We had to know. Had I known what it would do to Hendricks. From the interface, Hendricks learned Taylor was trying to get out of Singapore. There wouldn't be much time before we'd be too late.
Tell me about the name. The name Hendricks learned.
The name. Deimos. The demigod of dread and terror. Hendricks, myself, we had no idea what it meant, but Taylor's team was obsessed with it. But more importantly, we learned our arrival on site.
It's funny because the campaign mode,
We had come.
these are all scenes from the campaign mode.
Go Julan, leader of the 54 Immortals. The Winslow Accord had no quarrel with them. To their credit, they had no idea we were down there. Had they known... Well, I'm not sure things would have gone any differently. The Immortals had worried for years about another outbreak. This was the final straw, and contamination was a risk they weren't willing to take. They blew the supports and let the ocean flood the building. We needed to haul ass and get the hell out of there.
Yeah, haul ass. See, it's weird because some of the zombies take form of, like, holding a gun or something. That's fucking hilarious. Because I feel like their animation's broken or something. Shit, this is where I die. This is where I die, yep. Because when you get fucking hit once, you can't turn. God fucking damn it, I was trying to get through this without dying. See, he's holding a gun. Really? Sucks is when you get hit once from that one spot, you're fucked. And this door closes. And I have to sit here, wait for Poor Bag to get over here. Come on, Horbag. Shit. on, give me the prompt. There we go.
We needed to get out of there before the whole building collapsed. Hendricks had an idea. Flood the lab and let the water pressure jettison us out. Our lungs could take it. He just needed time to open the door.
You know, you're not gonna let me resupply? Cool. Let's go. Come on. This part kind of sucks too, because you need to dodge your way through this shit. Fuck. There we go. I've already gone through it enough though. Alright, getting through these are a pain in the ass. 'Cause that doesn't help you see them at all. This is where auto aim is helpful, because you can't fucking see those. Just fucking made it to the surface.
And what happened then?
We got through it. We survived. Taylor's team was making their way out of Singapore. But we weren't giving up that easy. We still had a chance to catch up before the quarantine zone collapsed entirely. We couldn't make sense of what they'd done. Their motivations, their actions. There was no way to explain it. At least not yet. To figure that out, we needed them. And we also needed to get the hell out of Singapore. That was the day everything changed. That was the beginning. All right, Salim.
Alright, hold
I
up.
told you how this began.
I'm gonna let this play through. I gotta go check what my parents want.
How do I stop Deimos if I'm dead?
Your body is dead, but your mind remains alive. I'm connected through your direct neural interface in your subconscious. To save humanity, you must open the portal. With your body gone, the only way to do this is to train your mind.
Train my mind.
Relive the events preceding your last. Only then can you alter them, change them.
This... Now this is insane.
Let me show you. Think back to when you first met Taylor. Think back to 2065. You're on a train in Switzerland.
I'm heading toward downtown Zurich.
On Taylor?
That's him. Commander John Taylor. The first dead killer. The definition of determination. I was a rookie then. Fresh blood. There weren't many of us. There were more rumors about our division than actual recruits. They said we were engineered to be immune to 6115. That we couldn't get infected.
This was your first mission.
Yes. 5 years after the outbreak, most cities had at least one containment zone. But Zurich managed to stay outbreak-free.
They're just letting me know that there's food.
Now someone wanted to change that. Wait, this feels wrong. This can't be right. This can't be real. How are you doing this?
I am not doing anything. This is your mind. I'm the passenger, you're the pilot. But tell me, do you remember the train exploding?
My sister's on. Hello? Hi. Did Paige have to go to work?